Yay, welcome to everyone. I'm going to show you an example of a new feature that is going to be in the next release of Brisa. And maybe, as you know, in Brisa, one of the goals is that without writing client code, you can build a single page application. Is one of the goals. Now we are supporting web components for special cases because we know that not all interactions are only server interactions. But in this case, we improve it in some way that you can control a model. So it's opening this model, and you can answer, you can see the response, and all this is directly managed on the server. So we don't want to expose these answers on the client. Because we don't want that the user can inspect the code and see the answer, no? And all this is managed directly on the server. And as you know, this is the RPC that is doing this communication between the both walls, and here there aren't any JavaScript code that the developers wrote. This is 2 kilobytes, now almost 3, but it's very small code. And let's take a look at the code. This is the home page, and this is the form with this button, and this is a server action, the open model, and this is the model. This is the model, the dialog that it's already open, and here we have another server actions to process this answer. And how we are doing this communication between the home page and this model. Let's take a look to this server action, because we introduce now a new feature and it's going to be available in the next release. And here now we can render the same component, but also we can render another component to a specific location. In this case, we are rendering the model on the content, and in this case, this is the content. And here it's a random index on the server, and here we are injecting this question, and here we are adding the ID with a data attribute. So then when the user see this model, because this model is just replaced, so if I can take a look to this is what the server returns. That is just the model and then the answers, and all is rendered on the correct places on in this case on this target. And then processing the answer, we are capturing this ID with the dataset attribute, because we have the event on the server, so we can access to that. And then we can just verify if it's correct, the answer, and just then replace this dialog to the correct content, or the correct, if it's correct or not. And here we have a lot of logic. By default, it's replacing, but also you can say, no, I want to append, or I want to prepend, or before or after this target. And the target can be any selector. So I hope that you enjoy that. This is going to be on the next release. We have two new methods, the renderComponent and the renderPage, to be used in the server actions. And as a breaking change, we are going to remove the rendering action that was the old one, and now this rendering action can be replaced with the renderPage or the renderComponent, or renderPage or renderComponent. You decide, and then when you render a component, you can render, by default it's rendering the same component, but then you can just render a different component. And this is very powerful, to be honest. I hope you enjoyed, and well, try it in the next release, and any feedback will be very, very welcome. Thank you.